UFOs,
strange objects in the sky,
alien bodies, alien species. Have you seen the spacecraft? I could answer that question behind closed doors.
There are so many unexplained things in this universe, and from time to time, these objects, events, or phenomena are captured on video. Today, we have some incredible UFO clips.
It became clear to me that this is visual effects.
Do you have damning evidence as well?
I have damning testimony.
What?
We have incredible cryptid, paranormal clips.
My instincts tell me that this is not visual effects.
So you guys say it's real?
I want to believe, but exceptional claims require exceptional evidence. As visual effects artists, we can look at these and try to determine if there's any visual effects happening. And if so, what gives it away?
I kind of feel like I'm in a movie theater and I'm like eavesdropping on you guys. Oh yeah, you guys like aliens, huh? I got something for you.
We all love Americana. We all love trains, don't we? Well, it turns out that today we're finding ourselves in the intersection of Americana, freight trains, and the paranormal.
Finally.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, they've
Oh my gosh,
intersected.
I can't wait.
The date is October 10th. Location, Silverton, Colorado. A little train going through the Durango-Silverton narrow gauge railroad. Let's just take a look at something they caught on their sighting.
Whoa! Wait, we're starting with the Bigfoot clip? Oh man, I haven't seen good Bigfoot footage in so long. My instincts tell me that this is not visual effects.
Yeah,
This looks like 100% real footage to me.
Yes, it does.
right out the gate. All like the little micro jitters are picked up.
So you guys say it's real?
This is real footage.
This is real footage,
This
yeah.
is real footage.
I vote real footage.
Now, do you think this is a real Bigfoot?
I don't profess to know how big the feet are from this distance. It could just be a guy in a suit so easily.
It's got human proportions, basically. One thing in particular, though, is on the leg, you can see like a crease of cloth.
Dude, I was gonna say yes on the legs because it's such hard shadowing.
You can see a little bit of draping cloth over something thinner there. So that's why I wanted to pull up actual costume pictures here, because you can see how a lot of them have like loose fitting legs here. So that looks pretty fake, right? It's like, okay, this isn't real. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper here. I actually was able to locate this original Facebook post. I think it has all the evidence we need to discern whether this is real or fake. We know where this is filmed. Silverton, Colorado, on the Durango-Silverton narrow gauge railroad. So they said they filmed this after leaving Silverton and returning to Durango. We would see that it would have to be on the left side of the train. We got a lot of rocky outcroppings here. Plus also there's a lot of road access
There is,
to this
yeah.
here area. This is like still right next to the town where there's humans. So I went one stage further. According to the Durango Herald, multiple tricksters have donned Sasquatch suits and run alongside the narrow gauge railroad to entertain tourists. They said that the sheriff, the county sheriff, used to do it before taking his post.
Wow.
Maybe their sheriff is a Bigfoot.
We don't know, man. I kind of feel like it's a guy in a suit for Bigfoot is the lowest bar to cross. Like, if it could be a guy in a suit, you already lose with
Just
that
put
one.
some stilts on. Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 disappeared in 2014. Shortly after, 2 videos hit the internet. Recently, these video clips have been making a resurgence, people talking about them again, people claiming they have undeniable proof that they're real. Let's start by watching the clips.
Oh.
Okay, that's a white thing. The whole frame gets brighter.
So one of our base requirements is multiple witnesses, multiple camera angles. This one comes with a second clip.
It's just like, what is this plane doing? They're taking like evasive maneuvers? Who's filming this? Like, what's going on? Like, it's also, why is it so shaky? Because it's like, should be on a nice smooth gimbal.
So there you have it.
It's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
Wouldn't that be cool if that was real? Well, actually, no, that'd be terrible because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of people on that plane. Although I guess they're not dying, they're going to a new dimension.
Yeah, they might be living it up.
The YouTube channel, since this was uploaded, does not exist. No original footage, just YouTube videos.
It's not good.
When your original footage is a YouTube video, yeah, that's a step. Guys, is this real or is this VFX?
I'm getting VFX-y vibes right now.
And the first angle is something you could do very simply. The second one is way weirder.
So people have said that because these came out so quickly after the airline disappeared, that it'd be impossible to do these visual effects. How fast could you guys do these shots?
Real fast.
Yeah.
As little as an hour. As long, you know, as long as 4 to 5, you know, you could do this in 4 to 5 hours.
Okay. After analyzing this footage, it became clear to me that this is visual effects. The thing that stands out most to me is we go back to that first clip. Let's look at the background. Are we a satellite? Assume we're a satellite. Do you notice anything weird about the background?
Oh, that the clouds are not evolving in any way, shape, or form.
Nothing's evolving.
It's a still frame.
It's a still frame. Thank you, Ren. Hey guys, how fast do satellites go?
17,000 miles an hour.
Yeah. Would you jump to footage of the International Space Station?
Oh, damn!
Look, the fact of the matter is, if that's satellite footage, the satellite needs to be moving. It can't be static. There would be parallax between the clouds and the ground. That's a big one. But you know what? That doesn't rule out that thermal shot, right? What's up with that thermal shot? Thermal cameras, like, they don't have grain. It's not underexposed footage. And if there's any sort of noise pattern, notice it's a fixed noise pattern. Yeah. It's the idea of like your image is under almost like a dirty lens.
How do you make it look like it's thermal? Well, there's a filter in After Effects called Colorama. What Colorama does is it goes, all right, let's take black to white, and instead of do black to white, we're gonna fill it in with different colors along the way, a rainbow, a spectrum. And then, you know, that looks like thermal footage, it's just not accurate. However, in this case, we see the engines are hot, so maybe you go in, touch up the engines, give them a little, track some like heat points on there. One weird thing I'm noticing with the thermals is on that shockwave in the second clip, like how cold is that shockwave?
Wait, because
Like, is that like a 0? And so I'm confused why it's so dark when, like, we clearly see the engines are like hot points. We're getting the yellows, the reds.
Because if it's a super dark hole, why is it so bright there? And then in the other one, it's like a pitch black abyss.
The crazy thing about thermals is they see through mist and smoke and all that kind of stuff. If we look at this clip from Veritasium, we can't see them because photons can't pierce the fog, but that deep infrared, that long wavelength infrared goes right through it. The fog is invisible to infrared. So those plain contrails shouldn't even be showing up on thermal.
The underlying footage is CGI. It's a 3D render.
On top of a still frame of clouds.
On top of a still frame of clouds, and the reason it is the particle effect, the trail from the plane. Those are sprites overlaid on top of each other, giving us this additive, stacked opacity, which creates that buildup in the highlight that we see there. If we were to do a volumetric smoke simulation of a similar trail like that, you would see that it doesn't overlap and it has more consistent values across the whole arc, not just where it's, you know, occluding itself. It's a CGI render.
Setting this up in 3D is almost trivially simple. You lay a path, you set an object to follow the path, you get a little triple helix for the other objects that come in, put a particle emitter for the contrails.
I'd be curious to see when this came out versus when the sprite trail tutorial on Video Copilot came out. I think it was roughly around this time, too, so I'd be curious to see how they line.
But the biggest nail in the coffin, which if I would have led with this, would have made this whole discussion
Oh
moot.
no,
It's not really as fun.
Do you have damning evidence as well?
I have damning testimony.
What? If you tell me that this is the shockwave.
Do we have this shockwave on our server?
We do now, actually.
Wait, what?
I found the stock footage.
You did! You got it!
Yeah, rather, we didn't. Some people on Reddit did. This is a stock footage clip from the 90s.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's the clip from the video, and here is the stock footage.
It's perfect!
Oh, it's perfect!
Cinderella, baby.
Cinderella, man.
That's it.
Slips right on.
Wow. An ISA, dude, an identified stock asset.
Some people have said, you know, pixels don't match perfectly. And you know what? Of course they don't match perfectly. I don't have the exact settings that the artist used, but if you look at it, it's the exact same.
I can't, yeah, like I literally can't wear these glasses anymore. Like, there's like nothing, it's just so debunked.
This is visual effects. It's really well done visual effects. So I had the joy of being a guest on a podcast, the Danny Jones podcast. They had a UFO believer who believes that this footage is real come on the podcast, and they asked me to break down if it was visual effects or not, and I presented this. Danny sent me the reaction of the UFOologist.
So as a statement of fact, those do not match.
Dude, it is exact.
This is like saying that my butthole is your butthole because they're similar, right? It's not, we don't have the same butthole because of that.
So if you want to see our in-depth full response to this UFO believer, well, we have that on our website, corridordigital.com. We're not trying to get into a super deep back and forth here on the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's over there if you want to go check it out. And of course, you can watch the actual moment over on Danny Jones's podcast. There's a link in the description below. Go check it out.
Well, guys, I've heard your complaints. I know you're tired of looking at little orbs in the sky. And that's why I'm bringing the real deal today. I'm bringing undeniable proof of aliens. Not in their ships, but on Earth, here, with us. There's something that has been highly requested for this show, and it's time to give the people what they want. I'd like to introduce you to Skinny Bob.
Oh,
Skinny Bob.
Bab.
This YouTube channel, Ivan0135, uploaded 4 secret government tapes
Ooh.
and has since disappeared entirely.
Skinny Bob is not a foreign word to me. In fact, I have seen many Skinny Bob request emails grace my inbox. This is the most requested clip we've ever
He's
had.
the OG alien.
Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh.
This is from a
Look at these
secret
little
council
guys.
meeting, I think.
Cameras don't go out of focus like that.
This is not, when I film like this. Like in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out.
Like, this is someone who is not secretly recording. This is KGB footage.
Right.
Who
The
is
KGB.
going, and then cutting the camera.
Stalin's top men.
Yes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Right?
Skinny
In the
Bob.
flesh.
Look, this is some pretty well done CGI, but the motion immediately makes me think CGI because the weight doesn't shift correctly when he moves around. Like, he's moving the head, he's moving his body, but there's no counter motion, right?
Also, if the head is that big, like, what is it filled with? Is it fluid, brain matter, or is it just air? Because if it's air, I could imagine it moving like that. But if it's anything denser than that, like, it's gonna require some, you know, counterbalance on your torso to carry a noggin of that size.
And the cloth, too, you know?
Right, the cloth is just a static wrinkle.
This was uploaded in 2011, and an argument that I've seen a lot is that this kind of CGI wasn't possible in 2011. Now, just a quick history reminder, Avatar came out in 2010. Jurassic Park came out in, what was it, 92? But this one blinks.
Blinks weren't even a thing until 2013.
And there's also one other thing in particular on screen here. I want to know if you guys notice it. That is that I can't really make sense of.
What's the time code for? Yeah.
Yeah, digital time code. Is this 8mm film?
You bring up a good point.
What is this bull crap? Is there a higher quality version? This is like a postage stamp. This is like a GIF that someone ran through Media Encoder and then uploaded. Why are we watching this, guys? Well,
This is crazy.
there's nothing to analyze here.
Sam's not convinced, I can tell. But here's the thing about this community. Yes, there are some people who will believe at the drop of a hat, but that's not the majority. A lot of people will dig very, very deep. These series of videos, going as viral as they have, has elicited a response from the community that will blow your mind. There is a Skinny Bob website that does literally the deepest dive into any UFO footage I've ever seen in my life.
This is really well done.
Dude,
Wow, this is insane.
I don't know that this is warranted for what we saw personally. There's also some other things that are concerning.
Oh, there's a smoking gun.
This one's smoking gun.
Do you have
It's so
damning
smoky.
testimony?
I wanna see a smoky ass gun.
This is the smokiest gun. Someone tracked down the exact film grain.
They did it.
You want to talk exact match?
Those.
You want to talk one
Wow.
for one?
Those heroes, incredible. I am so impressed.
Isn't that amazing? They tracked down the actual elements.
God damn. Oh my.
We got them.
Well, how they put TV static over film?
This is a great breakdown of what it goes into actually having composite degraded footage.
With as smoky as this gun is, there is still conversation being had. They say, but what about what's underneath all of this? The source footage.
It's like I'm outside. I'm like, oh my God, I found a video of a real alien. And I'm like, should I upload it? And it's like, no, wait. Pond5.com. Perfect. Wow, I can't believe Skinny Bob just got dunked on this hard.
That was rough.
It's just like, it's.
I just want to shout out to the Skinny Bob community.
Dude.
Love you guys. Thank you for suggesting that we look at the clips.
And most importantly, thank you to the people who have dissected it and broken it down. Frankly, you guys have done way more debunking than we've ever done.
Bravo.
It's devastating because again, this was highly requested. Maybe we haven't captured a live alien. Live aliens are sneaky, they get away all the time. You know what's not good at running away? Dead aliens.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
They're
got
bad
it.
at it, man. They're bad at moving in general. This is as good as evidence gets to me.
These small mummified specimens were unveiled at Mexico's first ever UFO hearing yesterday.
These guys.
Do you know?
These guys.
Yeah, we are dealing with a non-human specimens. Look at that cute little bed.
Why are they all dusty? They're in a nice bed. Why did they pour dust into the bed after they put the alien in it?
Dude, they're both about 1,000 years old.
Are they plaster molds of aliens?
I'm so impressed of how serious this is being taken. Like, look at this.
Yeah, this was legit. This was taken very, very seriously. And these were brought forward by Jose Jaime Mason, who ironically has been on this show before.
Oh, really?
It's not his first rodeo.
Wait, is he one of the guys who filmed all like the little ones flying in the air?
The multiple angle cluster shot. And he delivered.
This is his latest creation.
Well, I mean, you say that, but here's the reality. He brought this before the government, and he actually gave the bodies over to a university, San Luis Gonzaga University in Peru. And they worked on it for, I think, about 4 years. They were investigating these things, and they deemed them to be authentic.
What?
Play that clip. They deemed these bodies to be authentic.
A university?
Oh, they x-rayed them.
Look at that.
They x-rayed them.
It's a freaking MRI, dude.
Look how casual. He's just carrying this mummy around?
I don't like how he's handling it. I feel like you shouldn't handle it like that. Can you imagine Tutankhamun's friggin' tomb opens and they just like lift it up?
Look, real mummy. Real alien. Look, real alien. Is this like a real university?
The interesting thing about universities in Peru is there is an overseeing board, and they essentially reward accreditation to universities that meet the minimum requirement to be a university. And the San Luis Gonzaga University has accreditation. So they are a legitimate university and they meet the standard for education. There is one caveat. They did lose it in 2019, which is when they got the mummies.
Oh no!
And it's worth noting that with this decision, they became the first public university that does not satisfactorily pass the evaluation, which is unfortunate for the sake of our argument here. Signs are not strong. And also, Jaime, unfortunately in 2017, 2 years prior to this, he was caught with similar mummies that were proven to be made of, I believe, paper mache and glue, which is also not a good look, considering 2 years later he comes back with very similar ones. But here's the thing, just because you faked winning the lottery, Niko, doesn't mean you can't win it the next week, okay?
You know what?
You know what?
Those are some wise-ass words, my friend.
The boy who cried wolf comes to mind. And we know the moral of that story, right, guys? Yeah. It's that in the end, right, after lie after lie after lie, the wolf was real.
No,
Never believed the wolf.
No.
Maybe this isn't what we're looking for just yet. I don't know. I don't think any of these have convinced any of us, unfortunately. It's not to say the truth isn't still out there, not to say there's not footage that will still blow our minds.
I think the only thing that I'm convinced of is that we all hold in our hearts a desire to believe. We all want to see wonder in the stars. That's what I'm really understanding here.
Gosh, it'd be so cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be amazing. That's wonder, that's excitement, that's adventure, right? Thank you to everyone who has sent us clips. Please continue to send us anything that strikes your fancy to debunk@corridordigital.com.